It's been a while since I first saw you. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at this guy right here. The VODA Elite with stainless steel deep dish buttons. I got this on the second run, so it's not serialized. And I was lucky enough to kind of get it on layaway, I guess you could call it. Chris Branch is amazing. He wants everybody to get his stuff, and if there's a way he can do it, he definitely will try to. So I basically paid $86 down, and I had 2 to 3 weeks, I believe it was, to pay the remaining $133 for a total of $198.88. And this is by far the most expensive spinner in my collection. That being said, it's probably by far the best spinner in my collection. A little bit of specs on this guy. Comes in at 102 grams. Has a 53 millimeter spin diameter. It's 15 millimeters cap to cap. At its thickest, it's 12 millimeters, and at its thinnest, it's roughly about 6 millimeters. It comes in this very nice acrylic case. It's kind of held closed by this WooSah rubber band kind of bracelet dealie. There you go. But yeah, this guy is quite nice. Everything about this is kind of what you want it to be. It's everything you want out of a spinner. When I first got it, probably for quite some time, just recently actually, I never took it outside. I was afraid of dropping it, made me quite paranoid. You basically have $200 in your hand, and you don't want to screw it up. Especially with me driving in my car and getting out of my car, I have a bad habit of leaving spinners in my lap, and I did not want to damage it. So like I've said, I've been taking it outside more recently, and just the other day I dropped it for the very first time on concrete, and it actually landed, boom, flat like that, and it didn't really take on too much damage. You can barely even see it. Under the close-up of the camera, you can probably get a look at it there. But you can barely even feel it, and that's pretty much the only damage that came from it. So WooSahs are pretty durable, especially in stainless steel. I would love to have this guy in copper, but if I had it in copper, I know for a fact I'd never take it outside the house. I probably wouldn't take it outside my room. Most of my house has hardwood or tile, except for my bedroom is carpeted. So yeah, I probably would just spin that on the carpet all day long. I don't think I would take that risk with copper. But what can I say about this guy? It's just curves on curves on curves on curves. There's really not a flat spot on this guy except right here. And even that, it almost looks like there's a curve to it, but I think that's just because of this curve right here. It makes it look like there's a little swoop inwards. If there is, it's very, very small, but I don't even think there is. I think these are probably the only flats on the whole entire spinner. Everything else has a slight curve to it, or a very rounded curve to it. Curvaceous, voluptuous, any other synonyms you can think to go along with that. This is it. I like to call this guy the king of the Zaftigs. The Zaftigs are all its loyal subjects, and this guy rules over all of them. It's just so nice. No matter how you catch it, flick it, you catch it from the outside there, you're pulling on it. You pull it from here, you're getting it. It doesn't matter where. If you just get it from the top, That little curve right there, that is just so nice for pulling on. It's just very, very nice. Let's see if I can do an awkward fidget. Gotta practice for a while before I can really get it going. I want to do like a Michael de Mesa, Hobby Timmy awkward fidget. Ah, there it is. The patented throw flick by Michael de Mesa. Yeah. But this thing is a joy. I am loving it, and especially since I decided to carry it around more, and I switched out the bearing. I'm finding lately, the more I switch out bearings from my WooSahs, the more I'm liking them. The one drop is just such a muted kind of, I don't know. It's the ghost spinners, you know, like you don't even notice they're there. I don't like a whole ton of feedback. You might be able to hear that. It's nothing crazy. But you definitely know it's in your hand, and it's just a lot faster. I find one drop slow. Yeah, this is just so nice. It feels like it's cuddling and spooning with your fingers. This is a definite recommend for sure. When it first came out, there was a few comparisons to the Atrium. This guy right here. And we'll take this out one time. My Atrium clean cloth. This thing is amazing. It's so big. I feel like I can take this to the beach and use it as a beach towel. Might be a little exaggeration, but you know. I gotta be honest. The only thing that I don't 100% love about this is probably the deep dish buttons. And I know I'm probably like one of the few people. It's not even that I don't like them. It's just, I kind of liked how the aluminum ones almost had like a chamfered edge here and it wasn't so rounded. I kind of want that little bit of a chamfer on my caps, buttons, whatever you want to call them. Does it make me dislike this spinner? Do I dislike these caps? No, I don't dislike them. I just would prefer them that way. Before you say I'm crazy. But yeah, where was I? The comparisons between these two. Looking at them, yeah, I guess you could kind of say they're similar. But if you want to say that, that's like, I don't know, like family almost, like they're related. And if they're related, this is Eli Manning or Peyton Manning, and this is Eli Manning. You know, Eli's great career. So is Peyton, but you know Peyton's better. Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. Great career, Janet. You're awesome. But you know Michael's the king of pop. He can go on and on with all the famous celebrities that you want. But yeah, this guy is a joy. I am enjoying this so much, especially because I'm actually carrying it with me a lot now. This quickly went to the top of my collection. I'm going to try and put out more reviews. I said the word. Review. Let's talk about that for a second. I've started not to like that word. And that's kind of what stopped me from putting out videos. I don't want to be held down by like the social structure. I don't even know what I'm saying. Like the confines of what a review means. I don't want to worry about if I'm being biased or unbiased or whatever. I just want to talk about how I feel about the spinner. If you want something that's unbiased, watch a different channel. Here, you're just going to get what I feel and what I think. I'm not going to say I don't know. I just don't want to worry about stuff like that. So if I am biased, great. If I'm not, great. I'm just tired of worrying about stuff like that. I just want to put out videos and talk about spinners. So if anything, they're not reviews. This is me talking about stuff. Talking about spinner-related things and how I feel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I've rambled on and on about this guy for a while. And anything said about this guy was not a knock at all. This is an amazing spinner in its own right, but they're just different. Look somewhat similar. I could get that. I can see where the comparisons come from. But looking similar doesn't mean something is a copy. There's, oops, I'm shaking. The easiest thing to look at is how this is rounded out here, and this pretty much goes straight across. These are all the way rounded. These have quite a distinct flat spot on them, flat top or whatever. They're just very different. The tips on the VODA get wider as they get to the end, whereas the atrium get smaller. Just little things. Similar, yeah, I guess maybe, but very different. Stop shaking the camera. That's pretty much it. I got nothing else. You already know the deal. Until next time, live long and spin on. Peace.